Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your host, Delano, on the FanWire podcast. We're breaking down the matchup between the Connecticut Sun and the Washington Mystics. This is game number 2 of the 2025 season. Let's get to it. You ready? Let's go. All right. So, this was a great matchup for the Mystics. The Connecticut Sun pretty much try to punch the Mystics in the mouth early, try to see if they could break their will. But the Mystics held strong. They held strong because in the first quarter, the Mystics, they were down several points. They were down, let's see. They was down 23-13. And it took them a while to get that 13 points. Pretty much after they settled down in the first quarter, that's pretty much when they got that a burst of points, right? To cut it to 23-13. So it was a 10-point lead. And at that point, they just had to chip away. Because they were playing against the Connecticut Sun fans, they was playing against the Connecticut Sun players, and they were playing against the referee. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. Keep it 100. If it wasn't for the Mystics having the will to win, and under the leadership of their new coach, Sidney Johnson, I think that if this was the team from last year, we would have just folded it up. We'd have fought. We would have had a great effort, but we wouldn't have pulled this victory out if this was last season. But under new leadership, under new direction, under a new culture, this team is gritty. This team is tough, and they punch back. I like what I see. Y'all know that I was scared when it came to the preseason, how things were looking. But right now, I'm liking what I see. I like what I see. All right, so we're going to talk about, more about what happened in this game. Because there's a lot of things that happen. So you have instances where players are getting a lot of fouls on them early. So that means players have to go to the bench so they can be preserved for later parts of the game. There's some pushing and shoving. There's a lot of pushing. We do a lot of pushing. Player be pushing everybody, and I love it. Keep fighting, keep pushing, keep doing it. Let them know you're there. Let them know you're not going for it. I love it. All right. So, Shakira Austin made her return today. In some outlets, they had her in the starting lineup, but she came off the bench today, and it was good to see her on the court. You can tell she got to get her legs back under her, but it's good to see her fighting in the paint for our team because we really need Shakira Austin to have a big year, a good year, because when it comes to low post fighting, we're a little light in the paint. So I'm happy to see Shakira Austin back. I'm happy to see that she wasn't going for too much, but at the same token, you gotta keep your head. You gotta keep your head. You gotta be more strategic about your get back. You know what I'm saying? You might not be able to get somebody back in the moment, but understand you gotta stand your ground and let people know you're not here for, how we say it here, the Bama stuff. So you're not here to be look like you're gonna be taken advantage of. So the team needed that spark when you got the pushing and shoving. You got a technical foul, but I understand the purpose of why you did it. I understand it. I get it. You're not taking no sucker stuff. I get it. Yeah, keep going, keep going. But my recommendation is get back in the game. You know, because there's many ways that you can get back in the game, and it could be all a part of the game. Yeah, but you got a technical foul, and then a little later on in the game, you got another technical foul from the bench. I don't know what you said, but I hope you got your money's worth. I hope you gave them the business, even though I wish you didn't get the tech. You know, hey, I love that you express yourself and let yourself be heard, but I hope it was worth it. I'm pretty sure y'all will have a discussion about that in practice because you're too valuable to the team. I understand why certain things happen, but getting a tech from the bench, I don't know about that one, right? But Shakira is a dog, and this team needs a dog, and she can run the floor. So we got to figure out a way to keep you active and in the game. You dig? Because even when you were in the game, you was productive, and it's your first game back in a long time. So yeah, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. You dig? All right. So now let's talk about the more of this production that occurred in the game. Okay. So, like I said, the Mystics were down, but they just kept fighting, kept chipping away at the lead. And Slim, Britney Sykes had 27 points. She's definitely going to lead this team in scoring. And Britney Sykes shot 8 for 13. She lives at the free throw line. She's probably going to lead the league in free throw shooting. She shot 11 for 13 today. I love it. Of course, we want perfection at the line, but hey, I get it. You did great. You did phenomenal. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. So it's good to see that you have 27 points, but I think the refs were against you today. I really think they were against you today because you ended up with 6 fouls. You fouled out of the game, and they was a bunch of ticky-tack fouls, a bunch of just it shouldn't have been called, especially how rough the Connecticut Sun were playing. They were getting away with murder compared to what the Mystics were getting away with or didn't get away with. So keep pushing Britney Sykes. Keep pushing Slim. Keep doing your thing. All right. So now let's talk about the rookies. Let's talk about the rookies. All right. Let's talk about Kiki Irvin first. So Kiki was back in the starting lineup. She ended up with her very first double-double with 17 points, 14 rebounds. She killed it. And on the defensive end, she had 10 defensive rebounds. So she was working. She was working. Ended up with a block out of 31 minutes. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I was thinking that these type of stat lines would come next year. But it's great to see the trajectory that we see where you're going. We see where you're going. But of course, when Leah Edwards comes back, we expect Kiki to have a reserve role again. But she's making it tough. She's making a tough decision on Coach Sidney Johnson. What you gonna have to do? Who gonna get to play? But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this shapes up. Because I'm sure Leah Edwards, when she comes back, she'll be back in the starting lineup. But it's great to have someone that can come into the game and give a spark plug, give a spark, give a boost, like what Kiki is able to do. All right, so let's talk about Sonia Citron. Sonia Citron had 15 points. She shot 5 of 10 from the field, 0 from 3 for 3-pointers, but she was 5 of 6 from the field. So she had a good game. She had a good game. It was a really good game. But I'm used to her like missing like 3 shots, 2 shots in a game. But hey, I'm happy that you got your 15. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. because you two are going to be phenomenal for the Washington Mystics. And I'm so happy that we got you all on rookie deals because we're going to have y'all here for a little while longer. All right. All right. So Sonya Citron also had 3 assists, 2 steals, but she had 4 personal fouls. We had a total of 32 fouls, right? And across the whole team. But our starting lineup, we had Kiki with 5 fouls. And one more thing about Kiki, she had 5 fouls. And Coach Sidney Johnson trusted her enough to continue in the game to battle against Tina Charles. And, you know, it was good to see Kiki in battle. And still able to be effective while managing not picking up that 6 foul. All right. So Britney Sykes had 6 fouls. Again, she fouled out the game, right? Stephanie Dawson, 4 fouls. Sonya Citron, 4 fouls. Starting lineup got all kind of fouls on them. I think and when these calls occurred, it make you question. It almost make me think them refs was on the tape. Like they had a bet against it on this game or something. Because it just seemed like every time the Mystics tried to go on a run and put something together, they come a ticky-tack pop. Try to break the momentum, you know. But that's I could be looking at this a little, a little wrong, but it looked a little crazy to me. All right. So let's talk about the Connecticut Sun. Tina Charles, the second all-time scorer in WNBA history, had 23 points along with 10 rebounds. So she was a load down low, 100%. And you also had Marina Mabry with 11 points along with 4 rebounds. And she shot 1 of 8 from the 3-point line. And she shot 5 of 21 from the field. So that field goal percentage and 3-point percentage was pretty low compared to her average, right? What she's normally used to doing. Check this out. When Sonya Citron had her, she locked her up. Right? So any like slow foot offensive players, if Sonya Citron is guarding you, you're going to have a bad night. I can guarantee, right? Because she's giving the more swifter players a run for their money too. But if you're a slow foot person, go ahead and cancel Christmas. I'm telling you now. All right. So additionally, we got Olivia Nelson Oda. I think I said the last name right. She's a 6'5" forward, and she ended up with 18 points, 8 rebounds, and she shot really well, 5 of 8. So I was happy, and all in all, to see the Mystics battle back and win the game 90-85 points for the Sun against the Sun. I expected a bigger win margin, but I'm happy and ecstatic that the team fought back the way that they did. All right, and let's see here. Let's talk a little bit more about some of the things that occurred in the game. Talk about these team stats and how the team performed. All right, so we shot 51%. So that's really good from the field compared to 43.9% by the Sun. So we played good defense down the stretch, and it really impacted the shooting percentage. Sonya Citron didn't hit a 3-pointer today, but we still shot 33%. And we definitely have to improve our free throw shooting, because that was we should have been up by more if we would have just hit our free throws. Jay Melbourne, I'm not sure what's going on with her free throw shooting. I thought she was a more of a dependable free throw shooter, but maybe she got to shoot 1,000 in practice. I have a great expectation that she'll be hitting more free throws as we go. Right. All right. So points in the paint. When it comes back to Kiki. We had more points in the paint, so it was very close, 46-44, and this is against one of the best shooters of all time. The scorers, let me say it like this: scorers of all time in the WNBA, and that's Tina Charles. So she really, really did her thing tonight against the Mystics, and Kiki held her own. Second game as a pro, got a double-double. I ain't mad at you at all. Fast break points. Now this is what helped us win the game. All right, so fast break points. We ended up with 23 total fast break points. That means that we're playing great defense and we're getting out and running. We didn't run as hard and as fast as we did against Atlanta, but we still ran enough. We ran enough to put the pressure on the Connecticut Sun. All right. So Connecticut only had 4 points as fast break points. So, these are traditionally layups. So if we're getting that big of a margin and difference, we got a chance any night against anybody. Any chance any night against anybody. Make sure you remind yourself, remember I said it. All right. And let's see, what else? The largest lead by the Connecticut Sun was in that first quarter, and they had us by 15 points. But with our team that we had, along with our coaching staff, we were able to pull things back together. So our largest lead throughout the game was 5 points, and that's at the end. And that's what matters. As long as we on the upside of these scores at the end of these games, it's all that matters. So it's good to see what the Washington Mystics have done, and we're going to see what we got going forward, because the Washington Mystics are set to play. I believe we're playing Golden State. But hey, while I figure that out, we are 2-0, and some great information for your knowledge base. All right, so Coach Sydney Johnson is the first coach to win their second game with a new team, right? With their new team, since Julie Plank did it in 2009, right? So it's great to see what the Washington Mystics are doing. And Julie Plank had 3 games. So we have an opportunity for Coach Sydney Johnson to lead us to 3 victories and get us to 3-0, and he can tie that record. So we'll see how this goes. So we're playing the Golden State Valkyries on Wednesday, May the 21st. That game is a late game at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, we'll see if we can get number 3. I believe that we will, even though ESPN is predicting that Golden State will beat us. I don't know about that one, buddy. I don't know about that one. So, yeah, I can't go with that one. All right. So it's good to see the Mystics pull it through. And just so you know, this is your host again, Delano of the FanWire podcast. And we hope that you're enjoying the videos. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think. And additionally, continue to support the FanWire podcast by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, watch the rest of the videos, and come back and holler at us sometime. Because over here at the FanWire podcast, when we shoot, we score. All right, y'all take it easy, and we're gonna holler at y'all in a few.